All right. Before you watch this video, I just want to tell you that the topic that I'm going to speak to you about is rather sensitive. It is based on watching the movie Mahatma Gandhi, that 1982, I think, award-winning movie. Um, so the first question that I want to focus on is the murder of Mahatma Gandhi, which was done by a Hindu who belonged to the Hindu political party and part of RSS. So my question about this group, a Hindu killing a Hindu, okay, and what are the values of RSS, and the questions about Hindu Vita and Hindu nationalism. Okay, that's question number one. Question number two is the fact that before India was fighting against the British rule, Mahatma Gandhi and his team of freedom fighters, they got the freedom. But after that, after Indians united together to fight against the British, now the Indians started fighting against themselves, Hindus and Muslims. And the casteism also came into upper Brahmins and lower caste and Kshatriyas and untouchables. And to this date, it is still there. So, my second question is about why are Indians constantly fighting within themselves? It's either North India versus South India, East India versus West India, Hindu Indians versus Muslim Indians. Muslim Indians claim, okay, Hindu Vita and Hindu extremism. Hindus claim what? Love jihad and all that. Okay. And last question that I want to leave you with when you see the video is, why are Indians like this? I mean, if it's not religion, if it is not racism, if it's not sexism, if it's not religion, within their own families, they fight. Uncles will bully their nephews and nieces, and parents will bully their children, and children will hate the other thing. I mean, where does it stop? Like Indians will hate NRIs, non-resident Indians, and say you're not required Indians. When they send, remittance back home, or you're a traitor, you left India. So these are the three topics that I'll be highlighting when I speak about the movie. So give me your views, okay? Give me your views. And like I told you, if you're sensitive, please don't watch the video. But if you do want to add value to the discussion, I would very much love to read what you have to say. What do you think these problems still exist? Or is it just the media? Like people say, George Soros is sponsoring and there's no problem in India. And finally, what are the solutions? So having said that, watch the video and feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm right, and what are the solutions, if any. All right, let's start. All right, in this video, I want to share with you my thoughts about Mahatma Gandhi's this movie that I watched, the 1982 award-winning movie. There are 2 points that I want to bring about, very controversial points. Okay, and I would like your views on this. I know some of you will say, "Oh, you're cherry picking and you're trying to brand the entire nation of 1.4 billion Indians or whatever." Listen to what I have to say and then give me your points of view. Okay, the 2 points are, number one, Mahatma Gandhi being Hindu, he is actually Hindu. If you type who killed Gandhi, it says the fanatic, I don't know why it's fanatic, okay, fanatic Nathuram Godse, okay. Then it says Mahatma Gandhi was shot dead 30th January 1948 by a Hindu fanatic, Nathuram Godse. Okay, so this is one. The second point that I want to highlight is, in the movie, if you type Gandhi 8/8 movie clip, Way Out of Hell, in this part of the movie, you'll see there is a scene where this guy, his name is Om Puri, brilliant actor, one of my favorites. You could say he's a kind of a method actor. he plays a role of a Muslim who plays a role of a Hindu who killed a Muslim child, Muslim baby. This is the part in the movie. And he says, I smashed the head of that small child, Muslim child. And then he cries and says, why I did it is because someone killed my child. A Muslim killed my child, so he took revenge. And in this, he throws this piece of bread at Mahatma Gandhi. He throws it. Mahatma Gandhi is fasting to death. And he says, listen, I don't want your, your death on my conscience. Please eat. Okay, I will not kill anymore. So then Mahatma Gandhi gives him a very powerful, very, very powerful. This is a scene in the movie which you could say is very cliche, feel goody, but the way they have acted and the way they have shown is so powerful. Where Mahatma Gandhi tells him, see, listen, you have been through a lot of pain. What you went through is unbearable. Someone killed your baby. So what you do is you adopt a baby. Now he's Hindu, you adopt a baby. But then the twist, Mahatma Gandhi says, you adopt a baby, but you adopt a Muslim baby and you raise him as a Muslim, which is where he literally cries. Okay, he cries, and then it's a very touching scene whereby, he's confused. He's like, I'm a Hindu, I want to raise a Hindu child, that thought process. And when he tells him, raise him like a Muslim, he almost turns away, but then he just grabs his feet. Okay, this part of the scene is cut off. Okay, so now what are the points I'm trying to make here? Okay, what are the points? Number one is, if you actually check, not Gandhi, if you check Nathuram Godse, go here. This guy is a Hindu nationalist as per Wikipedia. I know you'll say, oh, George Soros sponsored. Just listen here. Just shut your pie hole and just listen. He's a Hindu nationalist. That's what it says. So he's a Hindu. Okay. Nationalist means loyal to the country. Extremely loyal. Hyper. Okay. And he was a member of the Hindu Mahasabha, which is a Hindu nationalistic political party. But the part that really gets to me is he was a member of the RSS. And the RSS is still dominating in India. I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi also endorses it, a right-wing Hindu parliamentary voluntary organization. Okay. And he promotes the ideology of Hindu Vita. Hindu Vita is a political ideology encompassing Hindu nationalism. And they want to establish Hinduism everywhere. Fine. Now, this is not an anti-Hindu kind of video, although it does look at the negative side of being for lack of a better word, hyper-extremist Hindu, okay, and being a nationalist. They call it Bhakt or something in India, okay. But also the question that I have is, he is part of this Hindu Mahasabha, which is a political party, is part of the RSS. Just think for a minute. This is my question, okay? Just listen up. A Hindu killed Mahatma Gandhi. A Hindu killed Mahatma Gandhi. A Hindu who was nationalistic towards India killed Mahatma Gandhi. Just think, if a Muslim had killed Mahatma Gandhi, Indian Muslim had killed Mahatma Gandhi, what would have happened? Or just imagine if a Pakistani had killed Mahatma Gandhi. Or the worst combination, a Pakistani Muslim had killed Mahatma Gandhi. What would have happened? I leave it to your imagination to come up with the answer. Me personally, if a Indian Muslim had killed Mahatma Gandhi, Muslim would all Indian Muslims would be made to pay the price, and they would rub this on their faces for the rest of eternity. I don't think a single Indian Muslim would survive in India without having to hear this. That's number one. Secondly, if a Pakistani did it, I mean, Indians, their only goal in life would be the destruction of Pakistan. And if a Pakistani Muslim did it, the hatred against Pakistanis and Muslims. I'm saying this is my hypothetical thinking. Okay. For lack of a better word, fortunately, I wouldn't say it's fortunate that Mahatma Gandhi was killed. It's a Hindu who did it. Okay. Now, what even shocks me even more is Nathuram Godse. He tried to kill Mahatma Gandhi a total of 3 times. The third time was the time he succeeded. Now, this is the part I got shocked. He tried to kill Mahatma Gandhi twice before. Okay, once it seems that he ran and tried to shoot Mahatma Gandhi. You can read it in Wikipedia. And Mahatma Gandhi collapsed, but they restrained him. And it seems that he was involved in another attempt to kill him. Sorry, this was the fatal shots, okay? But he had another 2 unsuccessful attempts at Gandhi. He tried to assassinate him twice. And both the times, Mahatma Gandhi forgave him. Both the times. Now, it's unbelievable. Okay, here I would say Mahatma Gandhi it was absolute foolishness from his part that even though this guy tried to kill him twice before, means one time if a guy tries to kill you, put him in jail, but Gandhi forgave him and let him out. And then if that was not enough, he tried to kill him again, and Mahatma Gandhi forgave him again. I mean, that is the stupidity. Yeah, I mean, being spiritual, being kind, being nice, but common sense. At some point, you're bloody. I mean, I don't know if you call it common sense. Anyway, here you also have a controversial part of the article which says that in May 2019, BJP elections, a BJP candidate called Godse a patriot, okay, a female, and they try to revamp his image, trying to portray him as a good guy and Gandhi as a bad guy. Okay. So I give you my first part. The first part of the argument being, just imagine if a Muslim had killed Gandhi, or Indian Muslim, or Pakistani Muslim, what would have happened? The second part, which is even more powerful than the first one, is the Indians united together to fight against British rule. Okay, just imagine Mahatma Gandhi brought the Indians together, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Sikh, all of them together to fight against the British. But after they managed to get the independence, they have succeeded. India has won, has succeeded. Now they started to fight against themselves, Indians and Muslims. And this is where this scene comes in, where if Indians are not fighting against outsiders, they are fighting amongst themselves. And that is why Indians started to fight with Muslims. There is a famous saying which might sound crazy, but they said, there was a comment there, if Hindus will fight against Muslims, okay, in India, but if you remove Muslims, then the Hindus will fight against themselves. The upper caste, Brahmins, the lower caste, and the untouchables. So whether Muslims are there, whether the Britishers are there, whoever is there, our Indians want to fight with somebody or another. So after they got rid of British, okay, now who do we fight with? Okay, let's fight with Indians will fight against religions. And if they manage to eradicate that particular religion, okay, now who do we fight? Let's fight against our own Hindus. And if that got irritated, okay, now what do I do? Okay, let's fight between relatives. I think, I don't know, is it in the Indian DNA that They have to fight with someone or another at all points, that they are so restless. Not all Indians, but I don't know if you call it the minority or the majority. Are they so jobless that if they can't fight with someone, if they can't fight against religion, okay, we'll fight against within ourselves. And if we can't fight within ourselves, let's fight against family members. I think this is also what happens in office politics. If you see India today, they're fighting within themselves. North India versus South India, they hate each other. East India versus West India. And within, for example, let's say, for example, Kerala, for example, then there is communist Keralites versus Muslim Keralites versus Christian Keralites versus Hindu Keralites. And then you have even these Hindus broke into a mosque and vandalized it. And these Muslim guys, oh, extremists, they try to love jihad with this thing. I don't know, man. It's like Indians are characters of their own. They are a sample piece. They have to fight. I think they have to fight. They are so jobless. They have to fight against someone. They have to be racist against someone. They have to have casteism against someone. They have to have religious indifference. They have to have. I think that is what kind of gives them purpose. Without that, they are jobless. So that is why whenever Indians go abroad and they complain of racism and this and that, I tell them, see, boss, stop complaining, because this originates from our Indians only. Our Indians are racist towards each other. In fact, if you look at it, even pop culture, Fair and Lovely, oh, fair Indians versus dark Indians. Oh, why are you speaking in Tulu? Why don't you speak in Hindi? Why don't you speak the national language? Why don't you? This is the national religion. It never ends, man. Never ends. And if there's nothing else, your BJP or your Congress or your whatever. And then there is what? Oh, you're Indian, you're NRI, not required Indian. It never ends. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Very interesting observation. And what I personally feel is the problems that India faced, on which the British capitalized and divided and ruled India. They identified the biggest weakness of India. There is no unity. They are just eager to fight. They want chaos. They want to hurt each other, whether it's racism, whether it's small-mindedness, whether it's indifference. This is part of their DNA, and it will continue forever. And the proof of it is even today, even to this day, there is racism, sexism, religious divide, casteism, untouchable. He is whatever, never ends here. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree? Love to know what you have to say. And yeah, watch the movie. I would definitely say that is really something that stands out. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.